Hey there, Mercedes here from PrettyWebz.com, and today I'm going to show you how to make a super shiny foil effect inside of Photoshop. I'm going to show you how to make a silver foil as the base, and then I'm going to go through and show you how to make a gold foil, a rose gold foil, and even colored foils like the ones that you see up on the screen right now. So this is a pretty simple tutorial. It'll take just a couple of minutes. So I'm going to show you a few other things that will come in handy if you're creating patterns or digital papers. I'm going to show you how to save patterns inside of Photoshop, create a digital paper so that you can use this in Canva, Word, PowerPoint, or really anywhere where you can use a JPEG file. I'm going to show you a couple of coloring methods and also how to export patterns for distribution or just for your personal collection. And then finally, we'll go ahead and make the pattern itself from scratch. So before we get started, I want to show you the difference between the one that we're making and the one that we typically see in tutorials. And this is the one that we're going to be creating. So like I said, a super high shine. So in the process of making this, we're also going to make this, and this is usually the one that you'll see. It's a nice gold, but it's a little bit more muted than what we're going to be doing today. So this is just a little twist on the traditional gold foil. It's hard to tell when you look at them, when you look at these individually, but when you look at these side by side like this, you can really see the difference between the two types of gold that we have here. We're going to go ahead and get started. So before 2020, everything was done through the asset manager. So we have a few little changes in 2020. So I just want to go over them quickly as far as saving and exporting patterns. So if you come over here to window, you'll see that patterns now has its own menu right here. So from this area right here, you can apply different patterns, but you can also manage all of your patterns from this menu as well. So I have these patterns right here and I want to save them outside of Photoshop. And the way I would do that is I just come in here, grab this first one, hold shift, and then grab the last one that I want to export, or you can just hold the command or control key and then select like that. But I'm going to go ahead and grab this one, hold shift, grab this one, and I'm going to export all four of these. So you'll come to this little hamburger menu. From here, you'll just choose export selected patterns. You just designate where you want this saved on your computer or your cloud. You can share these files once you have them exported from Photoshop. In a little bit, I'm going to show you how to save a pattern. I'm going to go ahead and close that out. And then we're going to go ahead and start with the tutorial. So I'm going to go here to File, New. And we're going to be using these settings right here, 3600 by 3600. And we're using a 300 resolution. I usually use a 72 resolution because I do a lot of work on the web. For this particular style, I want to show you how to create a digital paper. Okay, so if you are creating a digital paper, this is going to be the size that we're going to use. And we're going to go ahead and click Create. And I'll show you here in a minute how you would save this as a digital paper. But for now, we'll go ahead and get started with the pattern itself. You just want to make sure that you are on your default colors. You can just click on this little icon right here, and that's going to give you the black and white. We're starting with silver, so you create silver with the black and white. I'm going to go ahead and unlock this. So I'm going to go ahead and right click and convert this to a smart object just in case I want to make adjustments to my filters later on. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is come up to Filter, Render Clouds. Now we're going to go back up to Filter. This time we're going into Distort and Glass. The distortion on this one is 20 and our smoothness is 3. The texture that we're using is frosted and we have this scale to 100%. You can make adjustments to this, you know, if you want this smaller, but I want something a little more coarse for this. So I'm going to leave the smoothness, you might even take it up maybe to 4, but I'm going to leave mine at 3. And I'm going to click OK. Okay, now this is our basic foil texture. Let me go ahead and zoom in so you can see what it looks like. So it looks pretty shiny, but I'm going to go ahead and add another filter. We're going to come up here to Filter. This time we're going to Artistic. And we're going to use this one right here. It's called Paint Daubs. Our settings for Paint Daubs is going to be brush size 1 And our sharpness, I have at 6. You can bring this up a little bit more if you want to. I wouldn't go any more than 10. I'm going to go ahead and leave mine at 6. And our brush type is going to be simple. So I'm going to click OK. And this is our base texture. Okay, I just want to show you quickly how to save this as a pattern. I'm going to come up to Edit, Define Pattern, and I'm going to call this Silver. So when you come up here to Windows and Patterns, it's going to be already in here. And you can keep saving these as you create them so that you can come back in here to Patterns and then export them just like I showed you a while ago. Now I'm going to show you the first method of coloring your pattern here. So the first method is going to be using the hue and saturation. We're going to come down here and just click right here and choose hue and saturation. Now you can see here I've already applied the hue and saturation, but there's no difference in the color of my pattern. That's because when you're working with metallics like this, you need to make sure that colorize is selected. So I'm going to go ahead and click colorize, and you can see that that's applied the color there. So for this pink one, I'm going to lighten it, desaturate it just a little bit. So this is going to be my pink. I have my hue all the way down to 0, saturation at 20, and my lightness at 21. Of course, you can move these around until you get the exact color that you want. So if I want to save this with that hue and saturation up there, when I save the pattern, it's going to save whatever is on the screen. It doesn't matter how many layers I have here. It's only saving what I have here. So make sure that your layer is selected, not the hue and saturation layer. It has to be the actual layer. And then I'm going to come up to Edit, Define Pattern, and I'm going to call this one Rose Gold. Okay, let's go back into the patterns. So you can see right here that it has saved, even though this layer right here is actually silver, it's actually saving the pattern as it appears right here on the canvas. Now I want to show you a second way of coloring this. So I'm going to go ahead and turn off that hue and saturation, and I'm going to double click over here on the far right hand side to bring up my layer styles. And I'm going to choose color overlay. I'm going to change the blend mode here to color. And then you'll just click here on that little color swatch and then choose the color. I'm going to choose this color right here, CAA 375. I'm going to click OK and click OK again. Like before, when I save this pattern, it's saving what is visible on the canvas. So I'm going to go back to Edit, Define Pattern. This time I'm going to call it gold. So in order to make these colors right here, you can use either one of these methods. You can go ahead and turn off that color. You can use the hue and saturation and then just move the slider around. Each time you find the color that you want, you'll just leave it like that. Make sure that you're on that layer and then go back in and save that pattern. So this is probably the fastest way to do this. The last thing I want to show you is how to save this out as a digital paper so that you can use it in other programs. So I'm going to come up here to File, Export, and I'm going to use Quick Export as JPEG. And then from here, I'm just going to go, let's see, I'll go to my documents and I'm going to save this right there. And then when I go back, you can see that I have that pink digital paper right there. Now, if you're interested in other gold textures, I do have other videos on how to create gold foils and other gold patterns. I'll go ahead and leave a link to another video so that you can take a look at that. If you like this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and visit PrettyWebz.com for more design resources and tutorials. Until next time, thanks for watching.